Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me here on USB Unaffiliated Sports Broadcast, where I cover varsity high school sports for Gratnsville High School, Tooele High School, and Stansbury High School. Shifting our focus to basketball as that time has arrived. So thank you for listening. I hope you enjoy the show. Please head over and like the Instagram page, follow it. That's where I put all the stats and updates and all the graphics to recognize these players. And be sure to get out there and support these local athletes. Thank you and enjoy the show. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Thank you for joining me here on USB Unaffiliated Sports Broadcast. This is the recap video from last night, February 7th. Wow. If there was ever a time that I feel like that I wish that I could be in three places at one time, it would have been last night. What a bunch of games that we had last night to finish out the regular season, as we start moving into the playoff play. Seriously, what a night for Tooele basketball, Tooele County basketball in general. It was amazing. It was amazing. So we're going to get over a recap. I don't really have a game plan because, listen, I was super excited about the games last night. They were awesome. And honestly, it was quite exciting for me. So I'm a little bit all over the place, so bear with me. But we've got some great recaps to get into. And we're going to start off with the game that I was at, which was Gratnsville, okay? The Gratnsville Men. But listen, the finish to that game, and before we get further into this Gratnsville, I need you guys to know that I absolutely love you guys, okay? But the finish to that game, it can't go unnoticed. That was electric. It was exciting. And I think you go to 100 games, you don't get that finish. It was absolutely crazy. So go ahead and just, watch this clip real fast because it's absolutely crazy. For those of you listening on just the audio, head over to YouTube. It'll be on the YouTube video. You're not going to want to miss this clip.
Contacts there that I was like, ooh. First shot is good for Roberts. I mean, that's who you want on the line right now for the Cowboys. That's one of our best foul shooters. Second shot is up, and it's good! It gets off. Oh my gosh! No way! It got off in time.
They did. The refs are leaving.
Guys, I'm telling you, you see 100 games, you probably don't see that once. Like, that was absolutely insane. That was a great game. It was a fantastic game. Let's just kind of get into it. Gratnsville came out strong, 22-19 in the first quarter. Both teams scored 18 in the second. Ogden takes the third, 11-10, and they actually lose the fourth quarter, 13-6. But because of that, 13-16, excuse me. With Ogden losing the fourth quarter, but because of that shot, it was just enough. I'm sorry, I have that backwards. My bad. Ogden came out strong, 22-19, and Gratnsville kind of dug back in, especially in the fourth quarter. My mistake, guys. I was looking at the wrong level there. Like I said, I'm all unorganized. That game was insane to me, absolutely insane. I mean, you saw the video. If you think that that's not crazy, that's absolutely crazy. Gratnsville really played well. Ogden really played well. Both teams, you could tell, clearly wanted this win. And it was, I think personally, both teams played well. And Ogden ended up taking this one, 64-63. Gratnsville shot a perfect 5 for 5 from the free throw line. There was not a lot of fouls called in the first half in particular. And I think it was starting to rile up both fan sections. Ogden shot pretty good though, 6 of 8. But again, not a lot of foul calls in this one. And Gratnsville did a great job at the line. Obviously, as you can see in the video, made some clutch free throws. Okay, the Cowboys were led by number to Bryson Roberts with 21 points on the night. He had 3 3-pointers. He hit a logo before that whole video, right? It was dang near logo three. Just the sheer confidence that he had when he launched that, it was absolutely amazing. Dresden Jensen had a big night with 17 on the night. Peyton Thornton had 10 with 2 3-pointers of his own. Jordan Fossen with 5. He had 1 3-pointers. He obviously did sound defensive play like he usually does. Kelton Bird had a big night, especially on the rebounds, but he ended up with 4 points on the night. He was being very proactive. I felt like it was good basketball from him. Rebounds, again, they're not posted here, but I know he contributed quite efficiently on rebounds. Cam Killian had a 1 3-pointer on the night. Dennis Castano, he had 1 3-pointer on the night and a ton of rebounds as well. His defensive pressure, I mean, you couldn't ask for more out of a player, I don't feel like, than the effort that young man puts in on defense. He is a ball of energy, and he's probably super tired because he leaves it all out there. I love watching that kid. As far as Ogden's concerned, they were led by number 5, Braden Wilson, with 19 points and 5 3-pointers on the night. He shot very well from the outside. I really felt like Ogden did a good job of creating 3-point shots for their shooters. They ran some double screens and things like that to get those guys open. I really feel like they did a good job. In fact, Ogden hit, 6, 7, 8, 9 3-pointers in this game. So it was definitely a point of emphasis for them. And I really do feel like they did a good job of creating those shots for their team. Again, both these teams, you could tell, clearly wanted this game. In second place for the Tigers, you had number 25, Jackson Mao. He had 12 points on the night and 1 3-pointer. And in third place, number 1, Conrad Moore, with 10 points. But again, seriously, that game was really awesome. And, I know as a player, it was senior night, and the way that it ended, it's heartbreaking. It's soul crushing. It's like a dagger to the chest. But listen, I mean, if I got to go out, if that's my last regular season home game, which I can't remember if it is or not. We'll get into that in a little bit, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because that was a heck of a game. Seriously, a heck of a game. Grantsville played well. Ogden played well. Both teams were fighting for this win. And I think if you're a fan of basketball, that was a fantastic game. I understand the players, it's heartbreaking. I totally understand that. And I wish that you guys could have that, right off into the sunset moment. I truly do. But looking back at it, I think you guys are going to appreciate that's the way the regular season ended, right? Because it's not over for them. They're heading off into the playoffs, right? But if I got to look at that, it's soul crushing in the way that it went down. But guys, I'm telling you that was an amazing game. You're not going to see a finish like that out of 100 games. I don't feel like that was wild, fantastic. Bryson Roberts, I mean, the way that he is able to, I said it earlier in the season, just snatch the momentum from the other team, and the way that he does it it's so fundamentally sound and good to watch, because it's just nonchalant. Like he doesn't go out there and he's not an overly flashy player, right? But he's consistent, and the way that he's able to go in there and he hits that three, and it just kills Ogden, right? And then there's the back and forth. And then they get the fast break, the steal. They end up getting the foul. The game should be in the back. Ogden made a miracle shot, that you're not going to see. For all intents and purposes, Grantsville should have had that one in the bag, right? I mean, they did what they were supposed to do in crunch time. You can't be mad about the miracle shot. Like you just can't. I mean, it is what it is. I did go back and watch the live stream to see if maybe I could, because I was like, there's no way he got that off. 0.5 seconds left in the game. No way. I'm not going to say he got it off, but what I am going to say is that it's dang close. It's dang close. I'm not saying he did, but I'm also not saying he didn't. It was dang close. I was really hoping you could see the light on the backboard, but the way that the camera had angled in, you couldn't even see the backboards. So again, I'm not going to say he got it off in time, but I'm also not going to say he didn't, because I don't feel like you could really see clearly. As a fan, It was fantastic. Um, and I think, again, regardless, I think the if that's your last regular season home game on senior night, it sucks in the moment, but that was a heck of a game, man. And I think it showcased a lot of things about the team, in terms of their overall grit, their overall determination. I don't think they have anything to be upset about. I think they played very well, and Ogden did too. I mean, you can't take that away from them. So both these teams, I mean, they're now, I believe they have the same record, 11-12. They're very evenly matched. This was a very good matchup for both these teams, and I don't feel like that game disappointed. Outside of just the personal reasons that you obviously wanted to win that game. But again, Ogden would take this one, 64-63, out there in Grantsville. So crazy. Seeing a finish like that, absolutely crazy. Um, Bear with me, guys. I'm doing a few different things here. I try to record the audio, and yeah, it's weird. But what a game! Seriously, what a game! Keep your heads up, guys. We'll get into Grantsville's next game here in a few. I'm just going to cover the recaps first, then we'll get into the playoff bracket stuff. But seriously, what a game! What a game! And I'm super proud of you guys for what you did this season, and what you're still have the potential to do moving into it. So great job, young men. Great job. And that is Grantsville. Okay, now we're going to move into Stansbury. The Stansbury Stallions, the boys, the men's team, they were at home last night against Jordan. I was really trying to watch this game. Okay, I was at the Grantsville game. I had the Tooele game on one phone. I had the Stansbury game on the other phone, and all three of these games were so tight, that it was hard to pay attention to all three of them. It was absolutely wild. Stansbury came out very good in the first quarter against Jordan. Both teams scored 15 points in that first quarter, but Jordan went on a 16-8 run in the second quarter going into halftime there. Now, Stansbury came back. Okay, in the third quarter, they went on a 13-8 run of their own, so it was pretty even there. That 3 points would literally be the game, guys, as both teams would score 18 in the fourth quarter, very neck and neck. Stansbury shot 10 of 14 from the free throw line, so they did a very good job there. And Jordan shot 2 of 3, so very, very good job there. Yeah, again, like I said, I was trying to watch all three of these games at the same time, and it was just not working out. Um, I'm serious. What a night! What a night! If you guys didn't make it to any of these games, I'm sorry for you because you missed out, and you deserve agony in life because that was fantastic. That was fantastic. I don't know if you deserve agony. That's a little rough, but I think you get what I'm getting at. Now, Stansbury was led in points by Tegan Johnson. He had 16 on the night. He was followed up by Will Stevens, who had 15 and 2 3-pointers. Aiden Pearson continued his 3-point shooting excellence there with 4 3-pointers on the night, giving him 14 points in total on the night. Luke Rich, he didn't have as many points on the scoreboard as I was hoping to see, but I'm sure he had a ton of rebounds. Again, it's not listed, and I haven't had a chance to go back and see the entirety of the game, but I know he contributes very well on rebounds and assists, excuse me. He had 3 points on the night. Lael Rhodes, he had 2. Number 34, Colson Haranicki came in and got 2 points. And my man Porter Hinton, he only had 2 points on the night. So I'm assuming they did him up pretty good. Looks like Aiden and Will Stevens there contributed in the 3-pointers where maybe he couldn't, or maybe he got hurt. I don't know. Again, I haven't seen the whole game yet. But yeah, I mean, what a night. What a night. For Jordan, they were led in points by number 24, Holden Warnick. He had 22 points and 6 3-pointers. That's absolutely crazy. Number 1, Mason Tolley. He had 19 points, 2 3-pointers for him. And number 22, Clinton Lilly, with 8 points and 2 3-pointers. All in all, Stansbury hit 6 threes, and Jordan hit 11. So absolutely crazy. Clearly, Tegan Johnson was holding down the inside for sure. But man, what a game! That 3 points was literally the difference. And it just makes you wonder. Like, they went 10 of 14 from the line. Could those free throws maybe it made the difference for him? I don't know. It's tough to know for sure. Because again, I haven't gone back and watched the entirety of the game, but I do know that because like I said, I was at the Grantsville game trying to watch them all, and I looked down at one point and I was like, oh man, it looks like Jordan might run away with this. And then I checked back, and Stansbury had dug back into it. So got to give a shout out to them on that. Great job digging back in and making it a game. Tough, close home loss. But I think, that way that you guys dug back in, I think that's what you tap into and you use moving forward into this postseason, because that takes grit, that takes effort. And those are things that you can't just turn off on and off. You either have it or you don't, right? And so I think that's a very, very promising thing. Again, tough loss, right? 57-54, very close game. Yeah, no. So build off that. That would be my advice, because I don't think you guys played bad. I mean, obviously you guys are probably going to be able to identify things that you could do a little bit better, but you had pretty good contribution from Tegan Johnson with 16, Will Stevens, Aiden Pearson. I mean, the only person that I'd say probably contributed a little bit less than what they normally do was probably just Porter Hinton. Everybody else, I think, is around their regular average, right? And so it's like, I don't think you have a lot to hang your heads on. I really don't. I'm going to assume that Jordan put the pressure on Porter defensively. That's why he didn't get the points that he usually gets, but everybody picked up the slack. So I don't think you have anything to hang your heads on. I really don't. We'll get in, much like Tooele, or Grantsville and Tooele. We haven't covered Tooele yet. I'm sorry. Grantsville. We'll get into what they got coming up next here in a minute. We're just going to go over the recaps, but man, what a game. What a game. Seriously, great job, guys. Great job. Okay, and then into the game that I was super excited for. The Tooele Men's team. So if you listened to the episode yesterday, I was super adamant about just go out there and give it everything you got. Embrace that underdog status, right? And they did that. And I'm super happy for them, because not a lot of things went right for Tooele this year. Not a lot, right? And I'm super happy for them that they were able to finish out the regular season with a strong win against a very good team. So the 15-7 at the time Hillcrest Huskies came into town to take on Tooele Buffaloes, all right, who were 2-20. Okay, again, they haven't had a lot of success throughout this season. They've had great flashes of things, but it hasn't translated to wins for this team. And I was super excited for them last night because they fought their backsides off. I mean, they played a heck of a game. There's some points missing somewhere because I was watching the live stream. So Deseret News has them winning this one 58-49, but I'm pretty confident it was 58-51. So there's some points missing somewhere. I'm just not sure where. But either way, Tooele still wins this one. Now in the first quarter, it looks like Hillcrest did a good job, 15-12. Then Tooele bounced back and won the second quarter, 14-9. Hillcrest comes out of halftime, wins the third quarter, 14-8. But it was a 24-11 run in the fourth quarter where Tooele really dug deep. I think they played very solid defensively, very smart, and forced some turnovers. They probably got away with some fouls, right? It was a very bang play or game, excuse me. And I think they did a great job. I really do. Hillcrest got in a lot of foul trouble as Tooele would shoot 19 of 31 from the line. So not the best shooting performance from the line, but hey, it worked out, right? Hillcrest shot 5 of 11, so not very good for them either. The Buffaloes were led in points by number 22, or 24, excuse me, with 22 points on the night and 1 3-pointer. That was Crew Lewis. I don't know if I said his name. Number 2, Mason Heap with 13 points on the night and 3 3-pointers for him. Grady Simons hit double digits, getting 10. I'm sure he had a lot of boards too, because that's his game. Number 13, Jackson Mather with 6 points and 1 3-pointer. And the hero of the night, in my opinion, number 4, he was wearing number 55 in this game, because I gotta look into it. I know that was a kid that got a young man that got injured before the season even started for him, and they got him in for senior night so that he could be a part of that. And it was very awesome to see. I do apologize, I don't remember his name off the top of my head. So Christian Rogers was wearing number 55 last night, if you go back and watch this game. And I'm going to show you the clip of what he did here in just a second. But he He ended up with 5 points on the night and 1 3-pointer and some clutch free throws. Clutch free throws. Weston Hogan was back in this game. He only contributed 3 points on the scoreboard, but he had a bunch of rebounds. I don't have his assist totals here, but he leads the team in assists. So I know he contributed on that, and it's great to see him back in the lineup after the second injury of the season for him. I'm glad he was able to get in there, and I'm glad that they were able to pull this one out. In terms of Hillcrest, they were led by number 10, Thomas Ashby, with 20 points. He had 6 3-pointers on the night. That's absolutely crazy. Number 0, Miles Mahler, he had 10 points. Number 12, Tyler Ashby with 9 points and 1 3-pointer. So, again, Tooele did a great job, in my opinion, playing solid defense. And again, Christian Rogers with a phenomenal clutch performance when it mattered most for his team. He just, you know what? Just watch the clip. Just watch the clip here. We're going to play it for you real fast.
You get fouled right now?
Yeah. Okay, like I said, phenomenal clutch performance for that young man. He secures a rebound. I mean, you could see it. He feels it. If you're listening to the audio only, please go over to YouTube. If you're gonna go over to YouTube for any episode, I recommend this one. See these clips because seriously, what a moment for that young man. What a moment for that young man. Seriously. And then he hits the free throws, pretty much sealing it. I mean, it wasn't, after what we saw with the Gratnsville game, it wasn't a guarantee, okay? But I think he did a phenomenal job. Fantastic job. And what a big moment for him. And for him to come in and have the confidence to be able to hang in there and make those shots, man, that's going to translate to, because I'm pretty sure he's a freshman. Great job, young man. Great job, seriously. Guys, I try not to be one-sided. I really do try to not be one-sided, but I wanted this win so bad for Tooele because they have battled all season long. They've not been able to get that to translate. Unfortunately, they're not going to make it to the playoff bracket, and that part does suck. And that's an even bigger reason why I wanted this win for them, because Hillcrest is no scrubs, guys. They're a pretty good team, and I think last night it truly showcased what this team is. And so I was super excited for them. I'm pretty sure my neighbors think I'm crazy because we got back from the Gratnsville game. I was outside. I just had it playing on my phone, and it was in that last, minute and a half or whatever. And I'm jumping around. I'm like, I'm on edge because I just got out of the Gratnsville game that had me all on edge. I'm super happy for them. I truly am. And I'm glad that they were able to finish off their season with a win over a very good team. It's not like they beat, it's not like they beat Ben Lomond, who they played at the beginning of the season. I think that game set them up with a ton of energy, right? But Ben Lomond was a struggling team. It's not like they finished out the season playing that team. They played a really good team and they came out on top. So I'm super happy for them. It's been a pleasure to get to see. They got a ton of talented players. They really do. It's just really unfortunate that it was not able to translate to more wins for that team, because I think they had a lot of close ones that they should have won. In my opinion, they had a pretty good shot of probably going nine wins on the season, maybe 10. just based off the games that I saw and the way that I felt that they played in those games, I think that's probably a better representation of where they should have ended up. Um, but it didn't work out, and so I'm super excited for them that they were able to finish out the season the way that they did. Guys, I hope you guys do great things moving forward in your lives, and the continued effort despite all the the negativity, guys, that's going to translate to you guys in so many different things as you move on in your life. You may not see it now, but like that kind of experience, when you internalize that, it translates so well into your future. And I think you guys are going to do great things. Uh, you know, I'm happy for you. I'm sorry for you at the same time for the way that it went, but I'm extremely happy for you because you guys identified things within yourselves that most people don't go through experiences that teach them those kind of lessons. So try not to hang your heads. Try not to, because you guys did a fantastic job fighting you when you had no reason to. I mean, this game in particular, it was completely meaningless for Tooele. Um, and they could have easily just played their bench players and not cared. And they didn't do that. They went out there and they fought. They fought like dogs, like with DAWGs, not DOGs, right? And they played their backside off, and it paid off for them. So great job, guys. I'm super excited for you, super happy for you. I hope you're happy for yourself and proud of yourselves, because you guys deserve to be. So that is the Tooele recap again. 58-51, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why Deseret News has 49, but I'm pretty sure it's 58-41. Tooele finishes out the regular season with a win over Hillcrest. Great job, guys. Great job. Okay, now we're gonna move into the women's side of the recap. We had the Stansbury Stallions at home last night against the Jordan Beat Diggers. Unfortunately, the Lady Stallions would fall short in this one, 50-36. In the first quarter, Jordan takes that one 13-7, 17-13 in the second quarter. So Stansbury definitely started making a comeback in that, but still lost that one. Coming out at half, it was evenly matched, 8-8, and it would be Jordan taking the fourth quarter 12-8. Now the Lady Stallions only shot 3 of 8 from the free throw line. Again, not enough points to really win the game for them, but 5 points nonetheless that they missed out on. Meanwhile, Jordan shot an equally unimpressive 9 for 17, about 50%. So again, neither team really shooting all that great from the free throw line. Now, Stansbury was led in points by number 12, Hallie McGee. She had 18 points on the night, guys. 4 3-pointers for her. Let's see if that's a season best for her. I feel like that's a season best for her. Yeah. Season best, season high, right there. Great job, young lady. Congratulations. Way to go. Way to finish out the season with a solid performance. Great job there. Season high for Hallie McGee, number 12. Great job, young lady. She was followed up by number 15, Apisi Male, with 8 points, 1 3-pointer for her. Number 21, Addie Hansen with 8 points, and number 2, Kate Lambert with 2. So not a lot of, not a large number of scores on the sheet there for Stansbury. I'm sure the defensive pressure probably had a lot to do with that. As for Jordan, they were led by number 0, Paige Smith, with 20 points on the night. Number 5, Tess Jacobson with 9, and number 23, June Joseph with 6. Stansbury would hit 5 3-pointers in this game. Meanwhile, Jordan would only hit 3. So tough loss for them to finish out the regular season. Definitely not how they wanted it to go. But their season will continue, and we'll get into that when we get into the playoff coverage that we're going to do following up on after the recaps here. So I hope you guys are buckled in for a long ride. I'm excited for this. Guys, I'm telling you, this whole prep for this podcast, I was like, man, I don't even know where to begin, because there's so many good things from last night, so many good things. But yeah, so we'll get into what they got coming up next. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that one. Same with the Tooele girls. I only caught like the end of it. And I was trying to keep up with the Stansbury one too. But again, I was at another game and there was a lot going on. So I do apologize, but what a tough way to end out the season, right? I mean, obviously you want to win, especially at home. But their season's not done. They still have some hope. So Again, Jordan takes this 150-36. Hallie McGee again with a season best 18 points. Let's see if we can figure out that's a career for her, because I think that might be a career high. Let's see. Nothing last year that says that. Yeah, so it looks like that was a career high in points for her. So great job to you, young lady. Way to ball out. She clearly did everything she could to get her team back into it. So great job, young lady. Again, Jordan 50, Stansbury 36. And we will cover what they've got coming up next as we get into the playoff portion of what we're doing here today. So, okay, and last but certainly not least, the Tooele Lady Buffs. That's right, the Tooele Lady Buffs, who win region last night. Great job. They did a fantastic job. So they faced the Hillcrest Huskies last night at home. And they take this game 61-51. In the first quarter, it was all Hillcrest though, 8-2. Tooele struggled big time, but bounced back in the second quarter. Both teams score 15, so Tooele goes into half down, and then they come out. This is the crazy part. They come out in the third quarter. They go on a 31-9 run in the third quarter. The Tooele Ladies absolutely crushed it in the third quarter. Hillcrest tried to dig back into it, winning the fourth quarter 19-13, but it just would not be enough. The Lady Buffs, it doesn't say how many they attempted, made 8 free throws. Hillcrest made 12. The Tooele Ladies were led in points by Kennedy Searle, number 5. She had 20 points on the night, 4 3-pointers. She was followed up by Macy Gustin, who had 17 on the night. Great job to you, young lady. Hallie Hogan with 15 on the night, 1 3-pointer for her. Number 11, Ayana So, had 5 on the night with 1 3-pointer. And Camilla Laura had 4 points. And I'm sure between her and Kennedy Searle, there was a ton of rebounds. Macy Gustin gets a bunch of rebounds as well. I'm sure Hallie Hogan had a ton of assists. Seriously, absolutely crazy. Hillcrest was led in points by Diana Malamba with 18 points on the night, so not bad for her. Number 0, Emily Mandel. She had 18 points on the night as well with 2 3-pointers. And in third place for them was number 13, Amelia Lepore, with 8 points and 1 3-pointer. So again, big night for Tooele. A lot of emotion. Senior night for them as well. They come out and they win region. So great job to you, young ladies. Super excited for you. Kennedy Searle had a bounce back game, scoring 20. She kind of had a little rough spell over the last 2 games, but she did really good. Let's see, their last Hillcrest meeting. Where is it at? There it is. In the last time she saw Hillcrest, she only scored 2 points. So what a turnaround for that young lady, to be able to come back out and fix the things that didn't work in that first matchup and score 20 on the night. Absolutely a fantastic job. Again, the ladies win region, co-champion, however it works. And then we'll move into postseason play. And we'll cover that here in a few, but absolutely fantastic job. Super excited for those ladies, because what a bounce back season for them. Coach Julie Bonner has done a fantastic job over there. And those players are absolutely playing great. So they finished the regular season 16-7, taking this one last night over Hillcrest 61-51 with a crazy third quarter 31-9. That's absolutely insane. Great job, ladies. Super happy for you. Proud of you gals. Keep doing great things. Sky's the limit. So great job in that one. Let's get into what the postseason is going to look like, shall we? So again, the Tooele Men unfortunately will not be moving on to the postseason. Okay. But let's start off with 3A. So the UHSAA rankings came out. For 3A boys basketball, we've got Gratnsville sitting at number 11 overall. So they will be going against, hold on, I didn't put it in my notes for some reason. The Gratnsville Cowboys will head out to Union on February 15th to face the Union Cougars, who, if I'm not mistaken, they have lost to twice on the season. So an uphill battle for them for sure. Let's pull it up real fast. I don't want to speak out of pocket. I got so many things open. This is crazy. Sorry if you can hear all the clicking. I'm trying to get accurate information. Accurate information here. As accurate as it can be. But again, they finished at the number 11 seed. They'll be taking on the 6th seed Union Cougars. So I just want to pull up. I'm pretty sure they lost both those games in the regular season. I just want to double check that real fast. So bear with me, guys. I do apologize. Okay, so let's see. All right, so they lost 68-67 back on January 8th. So close game there. And then 58-49. So a little less close there in that one. But it's hard to beat a team 3 times. I mean, it really is. So I'll obviously I'll jump back into this as we get a little bit closer. 15th, I have a week to get my stuff together here, right? But no, it's tough to beat a team 3 times. So I think that kind of works in Grantsville's favor a little bit. But that'll be out at Union again, like I said, on February 15th. The number 11th seed Grantsville Cowboys will be taking on the 6th seed Union Cougars out in Union or out at Union High School. So good luck to them moving forward. They're the only 3A team that we've got to cover, so nothing too crazy there. Let's go to who we got up next. We got I think it's going to be Stansbury because again, unfortunately, the Tooele Buffaloes men's team is not going to be making it into the postseason. So let's just move on to 4A boys basketball. Again, Tooele ended up in the 26th seed there. Just unfortunately doesn't translate over. And Stansbury finishes with the 22nd seed. They will be on the road for their matchup. Oh, where'd it go? I just lost it. There we go. On February 12th, they'll be in Murray against the 11th seed Murray Spartans. Now, let's see. Murray beat Stansbury in both their meetings this season as well. 67-64 in the first meeting, and then just recently, they kind of got ran over a little bit, 72-58. But again, it's hard to beat a team 3 times. So hopefully, Stansbury has things that they've identified with that. I think that they probably do. I do feel like their 3-point shooting has been phenomenal towards the end of the season. So that could be a difference maker for them. It's definitely an uphill climb. They're playing a team that they've lost to twice on the season so far, and it'll be on the road. But if I remember correctly, I don't have the stats in front of me, and I don't want to freeze everything to go find them right. But if I remember correctly, Stansbury tends to play better on the road. Maybe that's changed though, because they've had a lot of home games. But if I remember earlier in the season, that was the big takeaway that I had for them. So good luck to them. I think it's going to be fantastic. So again, good luck to Stansbury moving into their game, and hopefully they can overcome that. As far as your girls basketball ranking or your women's basketball ranking, the 3A basketball bracket, Grantsville's number one. They are leading the charge, ranked number 1 in 3A, and so as a result of that, they will have a bye on the 11th. So they won't have any game, and they will play the winner of Summit Academy or Delta, and they will have that game at home on February 14th, Valentine's Day. So get yourself a date, head over, buy her a hot dog, and she can watch this amazing Gratnsville ladies team play. Summit Academy is ranked number 16, Delta's ranked number 17. So the winner of that game will go on to face the number 1 ranked 3A Grantsville Cowboys. Assuming that they win this one, if they move on to that one, they'll head to the quarterfinals February 24th over at Utah Valley University, where they will play the winner of Layton Christian or Judge Memorial. But if they lose, obviously it's done. So that's what they've got coming up. So super excited for them. Great job all season long. And guys, you got one more chance to get out there and see this amazing Grantsville ladies team play. They are special. And you got another chance to go see we'll get into that. Sorry. Now, as for 4A, oh man, I went too far. As for 4A, your Tooele Lady Buffs are ranked number 11 in 4A RPI rankings, and our Stansbury Ladies are ranked number 17. All right, so both of them will see a playoff game, and let's get into where they're going. So Stansbury who's again is ranked number 17, will play Uinta on February 11th in Uinta. Uinta, the 16th ranked, will be at home against Stansbury. So the Stansbury Ladies travel out there. That game is again on February 11th at 7 p.m. And as for the Tooele Lady Buffs, you get another chance to see them at home. Okay, the 11th ranked Tooele Lady Buffs will be at home to play Westfield. If they win that game, they will head out to Skyview to face Skyview on their home court February 14th. So, and if they lose, obviously they're out, right? So, great job. Great job. If Stansbury wins their game against Uinta, they have a tall task, though. They will head over to Ridgeline on February 14th, and that Ridgeline team is pretty impressive. Number one ranked. They've got a heck of a team over there. So, uphill climb for them if they win this game on the 11th. But I don't count anybody out. I don't count anybody out because, the Tooele Men, I think, are a prime example of that. They had no reason to fight in that game, and they did. So I don't count anybody out. I don't count anybody out. Does it mean it's going to be easy? Absolutely not, right? Because we know that Ridgeline is a good team. So it's definitely not a walk in the park, right? But I don't count anybody out. Any given day, you can take that. So good luck to both those teams. I'll definitely be at the Tooele one because it'll be at home. And again, yesterday I was trying to be at three places at once and it just wasn't physically possible. And I wish that I could have been because great job by all of these teams. Seriously, enough can't be said. I'm super happy. What a way to wrap up the regular season for Tooele County basketball. And to all of you who maybe stumbled across this and you guys missed out on a terrific season. We saw a lot of good things out of these local athletes. I'm super happy for all of you guys. I truly am. I get it. Sometimes, the seasons didn't go the way that we had planned. Understand that 100%. But I think that you guys did a phenomenal job fighting through adversity, bouncing back from situations, playing that underdog role when nobody thought that you guys could do it, especially, the boys teams, I think in particular. I think they battled through a lot of people probably just didn't have faith in them. And I think that they did a fantastic job. And obviously you want it to be better. I understand, but I don't think you guys have anything to hang your heads on. Fix the things that you can fix. Stansbury, Gratnsville in particular, as you guys move into the postseason. Unfortunately, that was the end of the line for the Tooele men's team. But I think what those seniors did in that game in particular, what the freshman kid Christian Rogers did in that game in particular, moving into that, that's something that carries over, and I think that's creating a feeling that crowd, that team's going to want to rebuild and repeat moving into next year. So Grantsville, for all intents and purposes, they should have had that game last night. You got beat by a miracle shot. That kid doesn't. I always tell my kids, especially when I was teaching them how to play, and my daughter, because she's still young right now, I tell them, listen, once is luck, twice is skill. You show me you can do it twice, all right, I'll leave you alone. But just because you jacked up a 3-pointer and it went in, do it twice, and then I'll be impressed, right? And I don't think that kid makes that one. Definitely not twice. Definitely not twice. At least not in the same day. He'd have to shoot a lot. It was just crazy, man. Again, I don't think you guys have anything to be upset about. That was a fantastic game. You guys played great. Stansbury, way to battle back into it, man. You guys could have gave up and you didn't. You kept fighting, and unfortunately, you just fell a little bit short. Nothing to be upset about there. You guys did a great job. Fix the things that you can fix. Move forward. Stansbury ladies, hey, you got another shot. You didn't play very well last night. There's probably a lot of things you were able to identify. Fix them. as best you can, and I don't know, go out there and shock some people, man. I mean, I, I've said it. I've said it 100 times. I'm an underdog fan. I don't know. I like it. I like the challenge that it presents people because I think that's when you see who people really are is when they're challenged like that, right? A lot of people don't go through the adversity that some of these players and young athletes are going through in their entire life. So, when you do things in your life that challenge you, that give you adversity, you just I don't know, you really see who you are and you see who other people are too. And so I'm a huge underdog supporter. And right now, Stansbury is an underdog. So I'm rooting for you. Stansbury Ladies, I mean, Stansbury Men are an underdog too, I think, a little bit. But Stansbury Ladies in particular, looking at that bracket for them going into Uinta, that's probably a pretty evenly matchup. But if they win that one, they're going against the team that dealt the Gratnsville Ladies their only loss. So um, it's a tall task. It's a tall task, but it's not impossible. And I like situations like that. I really do. So that's gonna wrap it up, guys. Thank you for a great season. Thank you for supporting this. We still got games though. It's not over. It's not over. It looks like for the 4A, their stuff will be down at Southern Utah University this year. So safe travels down there. I've made that drive before. It's fun, and I'm pretty sure all the 3A stuff is at Utah Valley University. So safe travels, everybody, as we head into this postseason. Best of luck to everybody. Keep your health up. Keep your spirits high. Um, yeah, let's go have some fun now. Let's go have some fun. And I don't know. I don't know. I'm debating. Like, I'm always down for a road trip. So Tooele or Stansbury, you get yourself down to SUU, and I might I might be able to make a trip out there. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. I'm always down for a road trip. I love road trips. So hey, anyways, thank you guys. Thank you for being with me. Thank you for supporting this all season long. We're still not done, so please get out there and support this stuff. This is where the craziness starts, right? Or at least has a chance to start. So great job, everybody. As always, please take care of yourself. Please take care of each other. And until next time, I'll see you at the games. Thank you for listening to USB Unaffiliated Sports Broadcast. I hope you enjoyed the show. Be sure to get over there to Instagram and share this stuff. We also have a Facebook page if you're interested in that side of it. But get out there and share this stuff to support these local athletes. That's what it's all about. So thank you. I hope you enjoyed the show. The podcast is available on Spreaker, Spotify, Amazon Music, YouTube, iHeartRadio, and probably places I'm not even aware of. So be sure to get out there, like, follow, and share that stuff, and I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.